All right, with Minecraft 1.20 on the way, currently today is May 30th, and the update is on June 7th, I believe. With every new Minecraft update, we're going to have a new server, and because of that, that means that the old server, the 1.19 server, is going to be remade. Basically, everything is going to be wiped, and we're going to start over. So because of that, I thought I'd make a video basically giving a world tour. Friends of mine may already know that I am providing the world download for them. This is only for friends. This isn't like a public download or anything. You can see I've already got it here, but the main issue is that because we had a couple plugins and things on the server, a couple things don't work. For example, the maps that we had all show up as blank because it was a plugin and all of the images got saved in the server file itself. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing a tour, is just because we're actually able to see all the images before I fully shut down the server. I guess to make it easier on us, we can go into... Oh wait, I'm not even opt on the server. Hold up. To make it easier, we can go into creative to fly around. And also, oh god, now that I'm opt, I'm getting all the server like stuff that it usually hides from people. Okay, starting out we have spawn. This is where we spawned in originally. I didn't change the spawn or anything. I think the actual spawn, I think I spawned in like over here-ish. I'd have to look back. I remember I did a stream the first day, I'm pretty sure. I actually hated this spawn. There were basically, it's only trees, and then everything beyond that is just plains biomes. There's a village over there, I guess we might see in a moment. You can see a lot of stuff happened at spawn. A lot of farms were made. This looks like a wood farm, bamboo farm, and then a lot of the guys started... Yep, okay, there's that. A lot of the guys started making a chunk error. Also, they were gonna break the bedrock, but I guess they didn't. I forgot to say, I'm gonna go through everyone's house and like talk about them and stuff, but I can't speak for other people, so I don't know the processes that they went through making what they did or whatever. I can only do that for mine because I made it myself. Anyways, this is Carson's house. He made it out of amethyst and also has a wandering villager on a stick. I can't actually go deep into Carson's house because he has images below that I can't really show. The only two that did that were, like, funny enough, the two brothers. So Carson and Max both have areas that I can't go into. This is the enchanting room with the giant thing. What is this called? Gilded Blackstone or whatever. Anyways, like I said, there's more to that, but I can't go deeper into it. I guess actually I should talk a bit more about spawn. So we have the nether portal, which we'll go through in a moment. This was one of the first images that we ever did. I think this one might have been the first. And these two have been around basically since the start of the server. I think like this one especially, we've removed and like replaced it a couple times with other images, but this image has always just stayed here. I left instructions for how to do all this. I think in the next server I'm gonna do like a book and quill maybe and leave it in a lectern at spawn or something instead of having a bunch of signs everywhere. The AFK room, that doesn't work because apparently I think zombies can still hit you in here. I think one of us discovered that on like super early days. We have the original mine, which I don't think I used, or maybe I did. I don't really remember. I know Carson used it a whole lot, so a lot of what you're seeing, a lot of all this is from Carson. What the heck is this? I don't even think I want to know what this is or who created this, but sure, this exists. You can see we also just put a lot of the generic things that you'd need at spawn, like a furnace and an anvil and trash bin and random storage that no one really used. I actually took stuff from here sometimes, I think, but for the most part it was just a place for people to throw random stuff, which is okay. I mean, that's what it's for. Over here we have Beanius Boyus the Third. I can't speak on what happened to the others in the incidents that occurred. However, the third one lives on this server. Also, there's a tiny version of Riley inside the glass. So this wall was created because the wall over here used to be used to test images. And then I decided, no, it's better to have just like, I think this is 5 by 5. So I created a 5x5 area that did get exploded at one point by me, and we had to rebuild it, but whatever. This is where all the images go to test. As you can see, if I just grab a random one. Okay, never mind. That one's actually too big. What is this? Okay, yep. I won't go through all the images in that chest. There actually used to be a lot more chests before they got exploded. But anyways, point is, this is used to test images. Over here we have the dye farm that I made. I feel like this was made too late in the server, so I'm definitely gonna make one of these early on in the next server. Not a lot of people got to use this, which sucks because I know a lot of people probably needed this. Basically, this has about everything you need to create every dye in the game. You can see here's all of them right here. I think the only one we can't make here is like black. But you can go and get black at the Guardian farm, which I'll show in a bit, because ink sacs spawn in the chest there. Roxanne Wolf is on the wall for some reason. Here's the cactus farm I made. I was meant to build it up higher so that it would be more efficient. But honestly, it works okay. This is all basically just from Max being online, because for some reason this isn't in spawn chunks. So whenever Max is near it, it grows stuff. We have Isabel on the ground. Oh, I forgot to mention the Don Cheadle incident that happened. His eye is the only thing left. So we always have a remnant of the server crashing of Don Cheadle. Next up, we have Max's house, who built literally like Carson right off spawn, basically. The sad thing is, a lot of people didn't get to finish their house, and you can definitely tell with Max's that he didn't get to finish. You can see he has the farm here. Over to the left, he has his bed with fake stone in the storage area, and then his wall of images and things. You could tell, I think there was meant to be another side of that over here that he didn't do. You can see his door system that has always been scuffed. Like I said, he didn't really finish this. Who knows what this could have been. Max is a good builder, so this could have been crazy. I actually like the decorations that Max has done around the base, by the way. It's actually pretty nice. You see, there's also areas like this that go up and around and show a bit of the side area. Next up, we have this area. This is the newest area. I didn't ever see him make this, but he's got a stable here. He's also got, like, I don't even know what this is. I think this is meant to be, what the heck? Why do they look like that? Okay, I fixed it. It was a texture pack I had on. Anyways, you can see he's got pigs. This was probably meant to be cows. He was gonna expand it on. On the other side, I think these were meant to just all be farms, maybe like wheat, carrots, things like that. Anyways, that is Max's house. Over here, we have Kenny's house, also known as the food bank. This is where like most people went just to go and take things from his house. You can see Carson put this, me when I need something, and Kenny lives nearby. Kenny basically, without wanting to, used all of his resources to donate to us. I think the only thing I ever took from Kenny was these sponges, and I gave them back. I forgot what I needed them for, but oh, it was for my beach. This is only Kenny's starter base as well. He has another base and lots of reeds. Even though we have a sugarcane farm, I think whoever placed this, unless I guess maybe it was Kenny. I guess he was too lazy to go over to the sugarcane farm or something like that. Behind Kenny's house, he has the enchanting table and also his Clash of Clans style thing, the super smelter. I only ever used this once, and the one time I did go to use it, it was out of fuel. Whoever used it just used all the fuel and then left it. Also, Kenny never even finishes. He didn't even put all the lava on the castle, so that's cool, I guess. Over here, we have someone who did bees and copper. I think maybe this was Riley. I know Riley was getting copper, although I don't know why. I guess maybe Riley was waxing them or something. I got no idea. It could have been anyone else on the server too. Okay, now we have this portal. This is the uh-oh boo-boo portal, also known as the you're gonna soft lock yourself if you're on Minecraft Bedrock. This is the nether roof portal. Over here we have a piglin farm. I don't know why this was made. This was made super early on, but no one knew about it besides like a couple people. And then also no one used it because we had better food already. So it exists though. I wish the old chicken farms worked because that would have been super cool. Also, whose portal is this? This is Ian's. We'll get back to that. Over here, we have the Guardian farm I was talking about. You can see I've already taken all the ink from it, but this is where we get all of our prismarine and stuff. And I guess fish if you really wanted it. Over here, the main pathway. This is the piglin farm. Very nice, very cool. Also, I forgot who did the chest sorting on this, but thank God they did because it used to be a lot more awful. Everything used to just be thrown randomly into chests, and now it's actually okay, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Kenny's portal right here. Kenny lived underwater, which was both really cool and also really annoying. Every time I wanted to get down to Kenny's base, it took me like forever to do. Kenny wanted a data pack one time so he could mine the deep slate faster, and that actually created so many issues. I don't even want to talk about it. It's crazy, but oh well. Kenny also didn't finish this, so he didn't finish his other thing or this. He basically, I guess he only finished the starter base, which kind of shucks a little bit. Also, Kenny has these images all over his base, which are, I don't even know. I know me and Riley did it. I don't even remember half the things that we did. You can see this is where Kenny was gonna do something. I don't remember what. I think he explained it to me and I forgetted it. Overall, cool idea for a base. However, I don't think Kenny knew how painful it was gonna be doing all of that, and neither did we. I don't think the rest of the server knew how painful it was gonna be, so really far away from everything. You can see we have the wither farm here. This thing worked. It was also very weird to get working, and I also forgot how it works. I think you were meant to be in the overworld for something to happen. I don't know. It was this thing. Minecraft has really weird farms sometimes, and this is one of them. Like I said, it worked, and that's all that matters, I guess. I guess now we should go and see Ian's base. So this is Ian's house. He called it the concept, I believe. You can see we got a hot air balloon right here. I just tried to go inside of it in creative mode. Ian's base actually might be one of my favorite bases out of all of them on this server. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this fish tank thing is super cool. Especially if this were like upscaled by like a whole lot. Like if he moved it down and then made it huge, like that would have been crazy. But also, he chose to build it out of quartz, which I think is the first mistake because quartz is absolutely awful to mine in the nether. I think if Ian does something like this again, he should build it out of like, I don't know, concrete or something, because that would be just easier to do. Although I do have to say, it looks amazing with quartz. You can see entering, we have Jesus throwing up blood as he does on occasion. Ian's bed, chest and stuff. The enchanting room, which is also blindingly bright with shaders apparently. More dogs, the top of the aquarium. And then the nether room, which is actually, this is really trippy with the texture pack I have on the glass being invisible and stuff like that. Anyways, very cool nether room, very cool outside as well. You got the little like star type shape, the moon shape, and then just box. Also above Ian's base, he has this village that he built this custom tree, and then ooh, that guy's hurting. I don't think he did any more with this. I don't know if he was gonna do more with this. I forgot if he said something. He probably did, but I don't remember. Anyways, that's Ian's base. Also, this is Ian's old base. It's just a wooden box now. He took everything out of it. But I thought I would show this off just for the sake of showing everything. This is the iron farm that we have that Kenny built. And I think Kenny made the update to it, because I don't think it always looked like this. I'm pretty sure Kenny added to it or something. Very cool. Kenny usually always makes the iron farm and gold farm. And if it's not Kenny, it's like, I don't know, someone else. Usually it's Kenny though. I guess I should show as well, I forgot to. This is the above ground for the Guardian farm. I don't know how this thing works. I don't understand it. Kenny probably knows because I'm pretty sure he built this. Also, how am I not lagging from this? I'm just completely fine in all of these bubbles. That's kind of crazy. Also, we have a mushroom island. I think we had multiple. Yeah, look, we had one over here too. I'm just showing random areas before I show some more bases. We also had a raid farm. This one I built, and I also don't really understand how this works, but that's like half the stuff in Minecraft. This was super useful for getting totems for everyone. Even though by the time I made this, I'm pretty sure everyone already had like at least a couple totems. So it more of just became a thing of like, oh, now you're good to die for no reason and you can just restock on totems whenever you want. Also, redstone, I guess we could get unlimited redstone, which, oh my god, I should have taken advantage of when I ran out. I totally forgot that you could do that. All right, over here we have what I think is Ryan's house. I think it's Ryan's because I asked everyone in the server, I was like, hey, does anyone know whose this is? And everyone said that they thought it was Ryan. Ryan only played at basically the start of the server. So I'm surprised he was able to do all this, actually. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. But also, Ryan lived super far away. You can see this is where his house is. And you can see my elytra path. It took me forever to get over here. But I have to say, it is a extremely cool area that he chose to live in. Hopefully Ryan has time to play on the next server. I want to see what he's able to make, because from what I can tell, everything he did so far, like this thing is unfinished. I don't know what this is for, but it exists. It is a thing that is in the world. Speaking of things that are in the world, I think this is Riley's, maybe. You can see this is my base right here, which we'll get to, and this is Riley's base right here. So in the middle of the two in the ocean, there's this random cobblestone thing. And like I said, I think this is Riley's. I don't know, like, dude, I don't know what this is. And I also, okay, this has got to be Riley's. I don't know what he was going to do with this. It could have been really cool, or it could have been awful. The world may never know. We've only got about 3 more worlds left, or 3 more bases, sorry. And next up we have Jacob, who also lived pretty far away from everyone. You can see this is me taking the path in the nether. I know I can just teleport, but I thought I would show the pathway. Also, Jacob had probably the best like nether area. I don't know, Josh did a good job too. I'll show what Josh did in the nether as well. Okay, you can see this is Jacob's house. He had 2 balls and a giant pillar in the middle. Also Don Cheadle, of course. Jacob had a very quaint village. What is in here? I'm guessing this is a mending villager, maybe. So along with this wizard tower, which is pretty amazing, I'm not even gonna lie, he also had this village, which I'll get into. He had 2 skeletons, Richard and some guy who isn't named. You can see Jacob started working on a wall around this village. I don't think he finished it. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. This one ends at the road, and the other side, yeah, just ends over here. So I think he was going to surround the entire village. Either way, this is extremely cool. I really like the bridge that he did and things like that. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but a lot of people didn't finish their build, which really sucked, because a lot of these could have been like super duper cool, and they're just left unfinished. All right, next up we have Josh and Riley's base. And I say Josh and Riley because they both live together. You can see this is the nether area. This is Josh's, and this is why I said I don't know which one's better, Josh's or Jacob's, because Jacob's is smaller, but I like the colors of the white and blue. But Josh's is just so good. It's got like a desert theme, which usually I hate desert themes, but this actually, he made it look good. You can see, of course, as everything on this server is, random images in the corner. Going through the portal, you can see they have a couple different farms. This is a just generic farm. Got cows over here. Got a couple chests here and there. A mangrove tree. Actually, like all types of trees. You have acacia, you have spruce. Over in this direction is that like thing that I showed you earlier that Riley had. Going back over here, these giant walls are for basically just placing images and things like that. Actually, I think there might be one in here. Yep. Okay. As you can see, that was kind of useless, but whatever. They have a cactus farm and some more sugarcane, which is crazy because in this direction, let me show. I can actually just like basically boat there. We have a sugarcane farm. I don't know why they had sugarcane on the mainland. I guess someone was too lazy to go get some from over here. Anyways, here's the sugarcane farm. Very useful. Also over here, I guess I can quickly show. There is a villager trading hall place. Oh, right. I placed this because they upsold this for some reason. A bunch of different enchantments, super useful. So the house on the left is Josh's with the blue and the orange, and the other house on the right is Riley's. We'll go through Josh's house first. Pablo Escoban outside of his house. Here's Josh's bed. Sheriff, you don't think. Here's Josh's computer in the corner. And up here is Josh's chest room. And that's basically it. Very short, simple, and sweet. Also, pretty epic looking base. Josh is so good at building, but he only ever builds like one thing and then he gets off. So Josh needs to someone needs to just give a list of things that Josh can build so that he can stay on longer. Okay, next up we have Riley's house. Riley's house is a lot bigger. You can see he has a fox holding wool. I think it used to have this item frame of a Stolfo in his mouth. When we go inside, you can see Riley's chest area. Images, of course. I think me and Riley were like the most user of image people. Like we use the images the most. You can see his enchanting room and his bed over here. Overall, pretty good base. Riley just really needed furniture, especially up here. It's just very blank. Off to the side, we have Riley's Isabel, his Isabel shrine. You can see a person jumping into that. I wish I only added the item statue data pack super late into the server, which sucks because they're super useful. So hopefully people use them next time. And then on the back side of the wall, it's just random memes for some reason. And that's basically all of Riley's house. I think the only place left is my base. Hold on, I actually forgot to go over the end, so I'm gonna section that piece here. I'm now in single player, but that's all right. All right, so coming off of my bridge over here, if we go over to the left, you will see that there is a portal for us down here. This is the portal to the end. You can see Riley broke it because I think he thought he could duplicate sand or something, but it didn't work. So now we just have like a very broken end portal. You can see behind us we have whatever the heck this is. I remember. Okay, Kenny made a copper farm and I don't know if it works or if he even finished it. But anyways, yeah, this is meant to be a copper farm because someone wanted a whole bunch of copper. Maybe it was Riley, maybe it was him, I forgot. But there's that anyways. A lot of the end is covered in water. For some reason, someone removed the water in the center. I don't know why, but oh well. We have the portal over here to go to the End Islands. And over here, we have the Enderman farm, which was basically made to replace the gold farm. And Josh built this. This one works better than the gold farm. The only thing that sucks about this one is I wish that this thing were faster, the Ender Pearl dispenser thing, because it's super slow for some reason. But anyways, that's this. Like I said, Josh built this, I'm pretty sure. And I haven't used the gold farm ever since. I guess I should also show the different maps in single player because it seems to uncover a bit more than what I've done. You can see this is the end map of the different end cities people have gone to. Here is the world map. You can see a bit more of it is uncovered, like areas over here I didn't have before, and some of the in between over here I didn't have before. And finally in the nether, here's the nether map. I don't even know what I'm looking at here, honestly. I hate the way the nether map looks. By the way, I could be forgetting things here and there. Maybe there's an area underground or a secret area someone had, or an area, oh, like here. I guess I could show this. Apparently this was, I think, Carson's. I think we asked, and it was Carson's area. I don't know what he was gonna do here, but it exists. Like I said, there's a bunch of areas like this where there's just random stuff that I don't know what people were gonna do. Oh, I should also show. So here's the spawn, right? The first thing I ever did, if there were like a hero's path from Legend of Zelda, but for like Minecraft, basically, I went down here, I explored the village, I kept going down, I followed this waterway, and I ended up over here. And this is originally where my base was going to be. I had like my chests out over here and stuff like that. But then Kenny said that he found the jungle, which is over here. I'm saving my base for last if you haven't noticed. The jungle over here, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll build my base over here. So originally this was going to be where I built everything until I switched it. Oh, we also had a slime farm as well. I don't know who built this. I also don't know how it works or if it works. I actually haven't, I think I went here once. Overall though, this is pretty cool. This is like the closest swamp to all of us, you can see. And with that out of the way, I guess I should go ahead and show my base. So my base from the spawn portal, you can get to just by going along the ice bridge. I didn't get to fill it all with blue ice. I only got to do like half of the bridge, but that's okay. Blue ice is way too annoying to get. I should probably start where the original nether portal is. People probably remember this more than they do anything else. I used to have all my stuff over here, all of my chests and things like that were basically right here. You can see my heart-shaped nether portal. Over here we had a bridge over to down below was a mine for deep slate, and then if we go up one, we had a mine for cobblestone, and if we go up again, we have this above view. Over here we have the creeper farm thing. This thing works really well, a bit too well. A lot of these chests are filled with gunpowder. There's way too much than we can use. And now we can see the main island, the main course. I don't think anyone has seen this yet because everyone stopped playing. I was basically the only one playing. The entire island is covered in grass and flowers and trees and things like that. The only thing I didn't finish with my base was the pathway, which I'll be showing. Everything else, however, is done. And basically all I was doing was starting new projects over and over again. We have the original beacon area that I had. This used to be like right here, but I moved it back and put it in the wall. You can see this is what I was talking about, how the pathway wasn't done. It was meant to go all the way to the nether portal and then also go over here, which we'll get into. So going up, Riley helped build the waterway area. Going along the pathway in the middle point, there's all the beacons. This was originally going to be like a park area in the middle where I was going to have like trees and stuff. But I decided to change it because I thought my house would look better up here. You can see the pathway ends over here. It was going to go all the way down and then somehow link up with the creeper farm area. The same thing about it going this way. This one actually ends the shortest. It just ends right here. I have many pumpkins dotted all about and cats as well. Okay, so here's my house. This is probably one of the best houses I've ever built in Minecraft. Surprisingly, even though I just cleared the weather. I don't know why it's doing that again. Even though it doesn't look like the best base ever, I still think it looks pretty nice. And it's definitely in my top 5 bases I've ever built. Entering through the front door, we have the, I guess, living room area. You can see I did a map on the table here. And all I did was I just took a screenshot of this and then uploaded it here because I was too lazy to actually go through and get maps and things. You can see the pathway going down and around in the nether portal right here and stuff like that. I used to have a sheep farm. That's why you're seeing that. And that's why the dirt out here is looking like that. I should say this is also the first time I've ever furnished a house. Usually when I have a house, I just fill it with the things I need, like crafting tables and furnaces and enchanting tables and stuff. This was the first time I wanted to add decorations like plants and things like that. You can see a lot of random little things here and there. Like, I don't even know what this would be, just a shelf type of thing. You can see my bed with the nightstand. I'm very happy with all of the different furniture items. You can see this is the jukebox area. We have Lane dancing over there. This is the TV. This image was originally outside. If you remember, Josh placed it. It was originally down here, like in this area, about over here. Josh placed it down, and then I went through and I had to reverse image search it and find the original on Twitter and then re-download it so that it would fit the size of the TV. Anyways, there's that. Oh, I forgot to show the doorbell on the outside works as well. Over here is the chest room. It's really simple. I used signs instead of item frames for two reasons. One, to reduce lag, and two, because sometimes whenever I had item frames, I would accidentally rotate them and it was super annoying. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go back to the old-fashioned way of doing it. And I'm probably going to do that from now on. I'm just going to always have signs. I did not mean to break that. You can see I used warped plank with the oxidized copper. This copper took forever to oxidize, and I did it on the beach, which again, I'm going to get to in a second. Right here, I have my to-do list. Like I said, I basically finished my base, so everything on this list is just stuff that I could have started, like making an elytra course. I wanted to make an elytra course above the beach and then make the creeper farm a cloud. I wanted to make the creeper farm like have white concrete and white wool all around it to make it blend in with the clouds, just so it doesn't look like a giant floating box in the sky. But again, I didn't get around to doing it. I have my trash can right there. Going back into here, we have I guess this is technically a guest bedroom. You can see all the different types of trees and stuff that you can grow in the game. The enchanting table, which actually works and gives you level 30 enchantments, which is kind of crazy because I always thought you had to surround it completely, but I guess you don't. We have some food here if it's ever needed. Some different armor stands. We have the guest bed. I guess if someone stayed here, they could put their stuff in the chest. They could sleep here and set their spawn, and that's about it basically. Over in this room, actually, we'll get to that room in a second. Over in this room, we have basically all my utility stuff. Like I said, usually I dedicate one room in my house for each of these things, but I thought this time I would do it differently, and I just put everything in one room and then decided to actually go through and decorate the other rooms, which actually I think worked out fine. I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Also, it's raining again. I don't know how. I keep on turning the rain off and it keeps doing it. We have the kitchen. This is probably my favorite room, kind of, maybe. I'm very happy with how this turned out. You can see I have the kitchen, the little sink and things like that, the above light. People can sit here. We have the furnace and things like that. We have different, I think I looked up just like rustic painting and started hanging them on the wall, which I think fits extremely well. Like I said, sadly, no one was on by the time I built all this. It would have been cool to have people just explore this house and kind of see what's going on. So who knows, maybe next time I guess I have to speed run my house instead of speed running like armor and things like I usually do. This door leads to the outside with the garbage bin. Over in this door, I guess I will get to in a second. I guess before that, we should go back to this area. So in this door, this is like the before area before you get to the outside. There's only a little bit of decoration in here, but when we go out, you can see the beach. Like I said earlier, the beach was originally meant to connect with a pathway going over here, but I never got around to doing that. Along the beach, there are speed beacons all the way around, and you can see the entire beach is decorated with different things like grills, watermelon, little areas to lay out, towels on the ground, little drinks with straws and things like that, umbrellas. This is what I needed the sheep for, all of the wool that I used. You can see all the way around we have decoration on the beach. This also took forever to do because all of this is white concrete. I decided to do white concrete instead of sand because I thought it would look cooler having like a white beach like you see in some different countries. Either way, I am extremely happy with the way this beach looks. The randomization of the different items on the ground are a bit weird. It kind of looks like a bit off in certain places, but I think I've gotten used to how it looks, so it probably looks weird seeing it for the first time. But overall, I think it looks pretty nice. I have a lifeguard station right here as well. Yep, that's all there is to that. It's just a lifeguard station. All right, now you can probably already notice, but this is what the last door was for in the kitchen. So let's go ahead and go into that. Oh, I forgot to show. I have a horse out here that I don't know what I was going to do with him. I guess maybe I was going to make a horse pen or something. I didn't really care too much because I didn't use horses anyways. But anyways, so we have this area, which is fully decorated. If we go all the way down, I had different layers. And this originally led to the beacons that you see in the middle of the town. If I go into spectator, I can show this is where I built the beacons over here. And originally this was going to be an area where I showcased all of my different images that I had placed throughout the server, but I decided against that. I might do something like this, like an image haul for the next server. Just put the funniest like images and memes and things that I used in a giant room. But overall, I just didn't decide to do that. You can see the stairway or elevator works all the way up and down. I'm just going to use the elevator because it's a lot easier. And on the top layer, we have the observatory type area thing. Up here, you can look out upon basically my entire area. You can see it's raining again. What the heck? I think it's because I'm using a command to clear the weather. Anyways, you can see all of the beach. You can see olive over here. You can see olive over here, olive over here. Overall, a pretty cool area. Originally, for those who don't know, this entire island was meant to be like a city. I was going to have really tall buildings and things. I actually have reference images still for what I was going to do, but it never worked out. So, oh well. Who knows? Maybe I try it again in the next server. I guess I should go through and just show off the entire land. You can see all of this, by the way, is completely torched off. There's no area left untorched, so mobs can't really spawn here. And of course, the above ground view with the world download. I'm also going to be giving a like full PNG of the entire map. You see, this is the Wither farm over here. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that is about it for everything. Like I said, hopefully in the next server, people finish things and stay on for a bit longer. I feel like a lot of what people made could have been like amazing, but all of it's just like half done basically, which kind of sucks. But overall, I think everything we built was actually pretty amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. And like I said, I'm making this video just to kind of show the different images around the server that we have, because a lot of them in the world download are not going to look how they look. They're just going to be blank, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, and I guess that's it. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next server, I guess, honestly. Bye bye.